If Kevin Abstract wanted to capture the excitability of foundering and plunging, it would be this track. A sequencing string where the longer the twine is out, the silk of a man continues to lessen till it's no more. This ringing beat from this wired bleeper taken from a track by Square Pusher or Aphex. The first half is this ultrasonic zip to one grasping how much he has self-sabotage. My mama still work at the Sonic, nigga. I didn't even finish college, nigga. Got a lot of guilt inside of me. My niggas at home ain't proud of me. He's already droning through this life, comatose and rapid. So he might as well be ballsy with who they condense him to. Besides, those in competition have bank accounts more shameless than his sexuality. The latter half has this spaghetti western guitar riff for a gunman left with the blues that he knows were meant to come. Joyride is insinuative of songs like B.O.B. or I'll Call Before I Come from Outkast Stankonia. A trumpet-saddled coming-of-age tale of betterment and continence. He won't let others' egos and manipulated delusion fill Kevin with sorrow. He wants him and his boyfriend in a not-rigid air, not on a solid ground, where their intimacy is only august by the sun. I often wonder, if I told this class I like that nigga that's in the back, how hard would it made me suffer? Georgia is Kevin subdued, lamb like fire on a brisk summer night. Despite being close and dearest to another, he still sleeps with nostalgia, a distant longing. But he knows he has to mature past the sorriness for his team, for their craft. His anguish has to be dampened, just to mood swings and a caprice. The phone call to mom has to be the one to pillow her, has to tell her how cool he is now. Corporal Christie evokes the confessional verbose of a slow-fi song or a Gene Dawson song, whilst the production has the synth-pop doleful of 808s and Heartbreak. And this is heavily revealing and unveiling, but still manages to be sympathizable and applicable. Verse 1 is memories and lamenting flooding the mental room. Everything past and present mattered, the slurs, the content. At the end of the day, the cash is being there more valuable than the stones of family waiting for him to drown. My boyfriend more than an angel, and it's a miracle he's still with me. Baby Boy is a McGellish, gospel-y piece. Poetic, sensitive, simple. His life a walking contradiction to the point the placidity to the sun can be awful. Thus the mind sways to this melancholic tone. It's that one person that can help him to be at peace. To quest for the days of yesterday and pallor. The days where he knew to deviate from the kin and to be lost in his own work. Mississippi. My feelings go when your feelings show. That's the stuff that always came and bless you new. While trying not to succumb to this life of humdrum and tedium, he finds himself having to deal with the suppression and reticence. Kevin is this heart of a rose, already put out by the back door, neglected. Now he feels how high and low he has to travel to plant his affection for one who wouldn't run the same length. Tell me what you gotta do to try to keep it. Tell me what I gotta try to do to keep it. Use Me is this Life of Pablo S monologue about his discipline and his obstinacy. While he tries not to stool his youth and waste footsteps on drugs like his family, his laundry remains worn by his lust and misdoings. Generational trauma, anything. I wonder how far I could bring. Has he been corrupted since birth, weakly being subsidized by the vices of another that has been down in his faith? Dominic Fikes joined to ukulele this tender, cloying, sugar-coated love song about on-the-fence promises. These snapshots of fun sabotage he thought would bind them. He ignored her though. This is the relationship that parents disapprove of, that cops yearn to tear apart. He was a struggling fantasy, but to her, he was a fantasy of struggle and aimlessness to join when she had no one to turn to. Was breaking it worth it in the end if I'm just a version you come to? To be an American problem is to be a fan of Tyler the Creator and Kanye West, and Sampha if you want to be smug and pompous with it. You have to be a hustler, finicky with your sex, to be the source of groans and scorning. You don't want to fit into the narrative. It's a life where other things they know plenty about you that you didn't know yourself. They know the reasons why you're sinking so low, why you're fine loving your kindness alone, why you won't load that gun of stereotypes, add that bullet of banality, and shoot. It's a seed he wants to plant and grow without the defaults of others. He had to create that billboard. He had to be that face of the magazine page that others can sign on. Crumble is this Tom Waits like ballad about just that crumbling. He feels so lowly despite being surrounded by those who don't make him feel new or like a need. No matter how symphonized and how Broadway slam bang you are to this talented group, you feel like you're in peril when any spark tries to be ignited, when any interest tries to be communicated. The mere finding of your real name makes you feel less invincible. Kevin sees the cycles of fathers, being locked up and buried, seeing the parched lounge by those blue and gone. I remember without them charges was like, I don't want to be there burning tonight. The final song, Buyer, is Kevin maturing to the rounded spiritual of ripeness, black precocity, and telltale consequences of his abjectness. But the tune is anything but gloomy. He is unswervingly realizing how less of a machine he is. He is this comic page of emotions, a scoreboard of the hits and misses he has with the police, a boiling pot that parents talk about around breakfast. You cannot run forever. Gotta learn your lesson. He signed this letter to depression when there should be opportunities for the band. That's the only thing that matters.